It has been a cold and blustery day in our nation's capital, but we are ready for football at Northwest Stadium just outside Washington, D.C. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
The kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up, and off we go in our nation's capital. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it right here. Go.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing to start the drive. Cannon. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. These two teams have met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete.
Seriously, the passing game, things just aren't clicking. Hope they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yards for the first down.
This ain't what you want.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Cannon. He'll try and do this himself. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end. Being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside.
Here we go.
Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Dragon 60. Let's go.
They go play action. Daniels. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
They'll take over.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, the ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Now he's going to step up and run. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Here's 2nd and 10. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. That's out to the left and complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Last play, they got stuffed in the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football caught off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here.
To number 80.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 13-yard line.
Watch him twist. Watch him twist.
Back to throw. Cannon. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Eagles 7, Commanders nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
It's a gain of 31.
Pass midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
First and 10.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Okay, go get him. Go get him. Go get him.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Ready.
To throw is Daniels. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Let's go now. Buffalo Cougar 19. 18.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Warriors 70. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Hut, hut.
Throwing now is Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
70. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Dragon 60. 19 Lion. Hut.
Off the play fake. Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal.
A 23-yard
And his kick here is good.
The kick is
and they are on the board, but still trailing in 7-3. So they're able to get that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And that's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed it, and it's incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
For the Eagles.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Jalen Lane deep for Washington. Fielded at about the 28. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
Washington will take
and it will
over
be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
19 Tiger.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
Alert.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
Points at the 34-yard line.
You take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Down. Hawks, 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 65 Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
To the air goes Daniels. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First and 10.
That's a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Hawks, 7, 19 Lions.
Now Daniels. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
12 yards.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for Washington first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready? Cougar 19. 70 Timberwolf. Ready?
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
Isaiah
nothing
Pacheco,
doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Carter on the tackle.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
What an advantage having to leak out into the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On the ready.
2nd and 10.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Again, it's Pacheco. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
70 Lions. Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see what the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 20, here's 2nd and 4.
Now
they'll shift things around.
60 Bison, 6.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Washington on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Cannon. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline. Devontae Smith. Touchdown.
Complete to Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith.
Philadelphia.
81 yards. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the defense. That's going to open things up for you as well, because if I'm the defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone for a Commanders touchdown. 87 yards, the official distance on the kickoff return. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Always worry about the playing foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Okay, ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Cannon. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Intended for safety.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. That took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Cannon. They'll try and do a loose football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football,
70,
which he didn't.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 60.
Following the fumble recovery, Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here we go. Shot. Ready.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
A gain of 10 yards.
Cougar 19.
That's good for a Washington first down.
Ready.
Here's Daniels. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nolan
It's a 10-yard loss.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
42-yard line.
Here we go.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Daniels looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Number 10, Isaiah Pacheco.
What was going through his mind when he got the play call? He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there and take the hit and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Bronco 80. Panther 11. Panther 11. 79 Broncos. Chop 60. Chop 60. Hut.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
And a Commanders
Another catch run there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him at the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 21 yards away. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Ryland up and good. And it's now 17-14.
Commanders 17. Eagles 14.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
44-yard
Partner,
line.
when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Throwing to start the drive. Cannon to the right side into the hands of Flowers.
Complete.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts.
It's a gain of 8.
As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
36-yard line.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Second and a couple. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
A gain of 2 brings up
Operating from the gun.
less than a
Cannon.
yard.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
32-yard line.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Here's a diving catch right side.
21 yards.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. As it will come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
And an Eagle first down.
First and 10 at the 11. Operating from the gun. Cannon. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Now Daniel's going to keep it. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's what really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
18, Pioneer. Let's go. Cup 19. Cup 18, Cardinal. 79, Broncos. Ready, right?
Back to throw now on first down. Now Daniel's going to keep it. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now second down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
Down. Hot, hot.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Ready,
Temporarily
break.
out of field goal range now as they come up on a second and long after the holding call.
Bronco 80. Panther 11. Panther 11.
back to throw. Daniels. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Daniels
and I don't think he got there. No.
Number 10,
He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
It's 4th
and that
down.
doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down right
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
on the play. Brings up second.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
For his running back.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 36-yard attempt.
And his kick is good.
Good.
And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20 to 14 now.
Commanders 20.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
On the carry.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 7. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Travel like a bond, I'm a traveling man. LAX, I'm the Baltimore that landed in France.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now they'll change things up.
No.
From the gun on 3rd down, Cannon. That is incomplete.
Intended
How
for
about some
number 80.
applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. yards on the return there
Washington
following a
takes
punt of
over
42.
first and 10.
And the Commanders will take over with a first and 10.
Ready?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice the game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a yard.
Here we go. Shot.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Hey. Bronco 80. Get up.
They'll run on first down. It's Wheeler. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down. Is fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
It's a
When
gain
all
of 7.
things considered,
Brings up
they have to feel
second
pretty
and
good
3.
about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's second and 3.
70 Lions. Down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Wheeler. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down at the 39.
He's brought down at the 39.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
60 Cup 19. Cup 19.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And that is incomplete.
For once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like could be a difference maker.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
And 1 at the 21-yard line.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Eagles, first down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Eagles.
A first down carry for Barkley. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
At the 40-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 now. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
At the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. Cannon. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Cannon. This one goes out wide for Barkley. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Cannon. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
15 before they drop it. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
25 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it into their receiver. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown.
Zay Flowers,
Eagles.
a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are an extra point away from going back on
Jake
top
Elliott
here in the
for
fourth.
the point after.
A very important extra
good.
point there, up and good.
Makes the score.
And they have
Eagles
taken the lead
41.
here in this fourth quarter.
Commanders 20. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Ready, break.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Mitchell on the
They
cover.
decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Like
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
Daniels pass.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a
2.
positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Third and 2. Let's go now. Nice. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
To throw is Daniels. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter. Watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, it's Wheeler. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Washington.
11 more on that one and another first down.
and 10 at the
We used to be
41-yard
relentless a
line.
lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Ball carrier.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Down. Cougar 19. Cougar 19. Ready.
Throw left side complete. That's Jackson. And he'll be taken down with a first down. As they get about 14 out of that
That's
one. And we go to the
Washington
2-minute warning.
Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Wheeler.
The ball
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line.
A little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here comes second down at 5.
70 Timberwolf. Check out.
They'll keep it on the ground. Wheeler. And the stop will come inside the 5 yards.
We give enough respect to the big guys up there because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been long, and they've been barreling through, picking up first downs.
I'm on the couch at your mama house. Ride around, but loud with the window down. Some of y'all done lost your mind. Baby, let me see you pop that spine. I can see from the front and I knew at once I was gonna have to walk back by. From the slice, but I be on old net, but I will never walk.
Ready, ready. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hut, hut.
Oh, they'll let the tight end Ingram run with it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Get up.
A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. This is 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Bronco 80. Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So it all rides now on the foot of the kicker, Chad Ryland. This no gimme in the snow. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
I just wanna rock. I just wanna rock. Body yada yada. Shorty got that body yada yada. No time, set up. You gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Commanders, they conclude the regular season with a final record of 11-6. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, this loss will mean they finish the season on the wrong side of 500 at 8-9. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit.